Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 4th grade concept of long division. This is standard 4.4F in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 26 off the 2017 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and then we will look at our answers together. So we got Mr. Evans. He's going to deliver a total of 168 cases to 7 different grocery stores. But take a look at this. He's going to deliver the same number of cases to each store. So that is equal groups. We're dealing with equal groups. That gives us a clue. We are dealing with either multiplication or division. Remember, those are inverse operations, so you can look at it both ways. So how many cases of soda will he deliver to each store? Well, if we wanted to take a look at that as a strip diagram, we could kind of do that right here. And we could say we've got our total of 168. And we know we've got 7 stores. So pretend that each of those are exactly equal. In space, I try to make them as equal as possible. That's what we're looking for, 168. How does that get split up evenly amongst 7 stores? So we could say, well, there's 7 stores of who knows how much. That equals 168. But another way, probably the easier way to look at it would be to look at it from the division angle. 168 divided by these 7 stores, that's going to give us our mystery number. Now when we look at our 168 divided by 7, we've got 2 terms here that are actually going to flip when we do our long division. So this is the dividend. The dividend is the big number that you divide into. The divisor is the smaller number that divides into the dividend. But when we do our long division, I'll do it right over here, 7 into 168. Notice they flip positions. The divisor goes on the outside, the dividend goes on the inside. Just a little strange thing here. And how do we do long division? Well, the steps that I always remember is going to be does, let me see if I can get that going here, does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers? That's why you need to say it before you start writing it. Does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers? Divide. We multiply. We subtract. We check, and this is one that sometimes we forget to do. And then we bring down. So let's start with that. When we divide, we start with just the very first digit of our dividend. Does 7 divide into 1? No, it doesn't. So then we expand it to the first 2 digits. Does 7 go into 16? Yes. So 7 goes into 16 without going over 2 times. We have to know our multiplication facts. If not, this is going to be a very long process. So 7 goes into 16 twice without going over, because 7 times 2 is 14. So right now we're just ignoring that 8. We can just let it hang out there. We're really just looking at 7 into 16. So 7 goes into 16 twice, because 7 times 2 is 14. Let's subtract. That's 2. Now here's the check. Is this difference 2 smaller than our divisor? It's got to be smaller than our divisor. If it's equal to or greater, we need to go back and divide again, and most likely we need to make our number up here larger. But 2 is definitely smaller than 7, so we're good to bring down our second number. That's 8. So now we start all over again. 7 goes into 28 4 times, and that's going to be a nice even multiplication, because 7 times 4 actually is 28. So when we subtract, there is nothing, so our check is easy. 0 is definitely smaller than 7. There's nothing to bring down, so our answer here is 24. But look at this. There's just an answer document waiting for us to be bubbled in. There's no actual A, B, C, or D. So in our 4th grade answer document, this is what it looks like. You've got the decimal point. You've got 2 spots to the right and 3 spots to the left. So it kind of just goes down here. So we've got to find our 24, and it's not any decimal. So we're going to put it in our tens place and our ones place right there. We are going to find the 2. We're going to find the 4. We're going to bubble those in. And don't put anything else in any of those other spots.